Hi there and welcome back. So today I'm in a very good mood, and because of this I decided to talk about some of my favorite things at the moment, and that is my favorite fragrances, or just to talk about my entire fragrance collection. To be honest, I think I had only like 2 or 3 perfumes back in 2019, and now I own a couple more. It's not like a big collection or anything, it's just that I found some amazing perfumes in this year, and I think it's because I got addicted a little bit. I found a perfume which I will talk about in a second, which is now my kind of signature scent, and I'm just obsessed and I spray it all over. I was never into fragrances, and it's so strange to me that I love them so much right now, these ones that I will mention. I was watching a lot of people on YouTube. I discovered some really amazing people actually that love fragrances and they have massive collections, and how they would describe the perfume, and also reading more about notes, about the perfumers and stuff like that. I don't know, I had a moment, I think. So yeah, especially the Russian girls and Russian boys, when they describe perfumes, it's like they write down poems. It's like they, I don't know, describe, it's more than just a perfume, it's like an experience. I have my notes in here, so I will probably look down a little bit because I want to mention about the notes, and also just how I feel about the fragrances in general, because I kind of wrote down my, I don't know, my memories when wearing these perfumes, and also when I'm wearing them I try to write down how I feel. And I receive as a PR a couple of gifts, small little like samples of stuff, different brands, and this was in one little box, and I was like, oh my god, what is this smell, because it smells so amazing. And this little candle started everything, honestly. So this is the Maison Kurkdjan Bakara Rouge 540. Now I will not even get into like the history of this perfume and all of that, because it's a long story, but you can look more into it. It's all over the internet, but basically this is the most, I would say, controversial perfume ever, because you either love it or you straight hate it. I am in this category of absolutely adore, love. This is the little baby, the Bakara Rouge 540. Such a stunning bottle. So they do have a bigger bottle, and also this one, which is 35 ml. It's expensive, but I don't know, in my opinion, so worth it. I just like to, every time I go into my room where I have all my perfumes on display, I just spray a little bit of this, like here and there. Let me actually spray a little bit of this now. So it's, oh my god, it smells so good. So good. I cannot even describe it. For me, I know a lot of people smell some kind of like medicinal note or something like blood, I don't know, like medical kind of stuff. For me, it's like total opposite. Let me talk about the notes and the description of it, and then I will talk about like my feelings. So as a note, it has ambergris, it has amberwood, cedar, saffron, jasmine, fir resin. Now what I wrote down is modern. It's really modern for me. It's I feel some kind of sweetness, but it's more of a crystallized sweetness. It's like through a glass. It's not, you know, like pie and cakes. That's kind of the first kick that I get from this perfume. And also it feels almost like sterile in a way, if this makes any sense. I smell the cedar wood, and I wrote it in here, like the first thing I felt was burnt sugar with some woodiness to it, and that's exactly how I feel about this perfume. It's very long wearing on me. I can smell it like for hours and hours, and the next day, and on my clothes it will stay forever. And I love how just lingers, and oh my god, it's like a cloud, you know. I love this. And also I wrote down it's controversial, yeah, because it is, and I think a lot of people say that the saffron is giving this perfume a more medicinal vibe. I don't know how to describe, I mean, I'm probably rubbish at this describing perfumes, but wow, you really need to like smell it to understand what I'm talking about. And I've seen so many reviews of this, and I'm telling you, it's like two categories. You either love it or hate it. Like, something that I love a bit more than the original version is the Extrait de Parfum version. This is the same, so basically it has the same DNA, just a bit more kind of woodiness to it and a bit more bitterness. And that's because as notes it contains bitter almond, saffron again, jasmine, cedar, musk, woody notes, ambergris. And for some reason in both perfumes I kind of feel a bit of vanilla. I'm not sure if it's there or not, maybe it's just in my mind, but straight away I feel from this the bitter almond, and I love this. I think this is what I love the most about this perfume. It's definitely a bit more unisex than Bakara Rouge original, even though they're both quite unisex, but this one I feel like on some people may lean a bit more masculine. Yeah, probably a bit more, but on me just smells delicious and sophisticated and a bit of bitterness to it, and the same DNA as I said. So good. It's more expensive, it's very expensive. It feels a bit more cozy air than the original Bakara Rouge. Bakara Rouge, as I said, is that sterile scent in a way. It's a bit more colder. Still, because of the sweetness, you would not consider it as cold, but just this one feels warmer for some reason. Definitely stays longer, even though that is quite long lasting on me. For some reason these just stays and stays for days. If I need to choose between the two, I would probably go with this one, the Extrait de Parfum. I don't know why, I just, this bitterness, this bitter note makes it a bit more special. The next perfume, again from Maison Kurkdjian, it's the Gentle Fluidity Gold. This one was sent to me as a PR, and oh boy, but I mean, I was talking with the girl from the PR and I was like, oh, I love Gentle Fluidity as well, because you know I smelled this before, and she basically sent it to me and I was like, yes, wow, this is so good. It's different than Bakara Rouge, and definitely just more feminine. This is not unisex in my opinion. It's just straight feminine, vanilla, musk, sweetness to it. As notes, it has vanilla, amber, musk, woodsy notes again, nutmeg, coriander. Very interesting. Like I've never had perfumes with coriander, so that was quite unique. It just has a bit more like floral aspects to it. Maybe some rose, I feel like. I don't know for sure, but I feel something like a floral sweetness done right. It's not overwhelming, it's not like too much, it's just beautiful, feminine, very feminine. Like this smells so good. This is my second favorite perfume. So it's never harsh on the nose. I don't feel like this can be like offensive to anyone. Just right. Floral sweetness done right. I also feel some woodsy notes in the background, which I love. I never imagined that I would love woodsy notes, but I do. I also feel a bit of a gentle, kind of spicy note. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe it's that coriander, maybe it's nutmeg, but something I cannot really pinpoint exactly what. It's just like again a cloud of spiciness into this perfume. Quite long lasting. Speaking about Kurkdjian, he also worked with some other perfume houses to create some different fragrances, and one fragrance that again I absolutely adore from him is the Indult Tihota. And this is the little bottle here. It has only 2 notes, and this is vanilla and musk. This is straight for those of you who love vanilla in a perfume, or who love vanilla in general. It's not a sweet cake pie sugar kind of vanilla stuff, you know, like a true gourmand vanilla. Even though it's gourmand, it's vanilla in a very sophisticated way. I love to wear this on its own when I need that vanilla cloud all over me, or to mix this with other perfumes that I have. Here it's straightforward, and it is. It's like just this pure polished vanilla with a bit of musk. Not complex, kind of the same thing. Why I say this. The best vanilla out there. It's truly the best vanilla fragrance. If you love vanilla, you will love this. Great for layering, very long lasting. And the last fragrance I have from Maison Kurkdjian is Le à la Rose, and this is Eau de Toilette. I think they also have the Eau de Parfum, which is kind of similar but still has some differences to it. For me, this is a beautifully done, straight, young button of rose. If this makes any sense. It's so, again, super feminine. It's that true young rose that you just, I don't know, you like walk into a garden of really young roses and you smell them, and again is that rose cloud all over you. I also think this has the potential to be a very, again, universal fragrance that you can give to different, you know, ladies, women, as well as gentle Fluidity Gold. I think these two are, you know, I think everyone will love them in a way. Yeah, I keep smelling it. It's not as long lasting as my other Maison Kurkdjian fragrances, but I can still feel it after 5-6 hours, and then I just respray. I'm moving on to another house that I absolutely adore, and that is Guerlain. Guerlain for me represents just the OG of perfumes, because they were in the beginning, they were starting all this craziness with perfumes. The perfume is Tonka Imperiale. Spicy, boozy, vanilla sweet Tonka perfume. This is like the description of it. It's so spicy, it's so intense at the same time, but super cozy and warm. First kick I get from this fragrance is really herbally spicy notes. Maybe it's the bergamot and rosemary, super spicy. I feel a bit of tobacco in the beginning, but just like a tiny bit. I'm not a fan of tobacco. I don't like, you know, I don't smoke. I don't like people smoking around me. It's not my vibe. I received this as a gift, and then I said, okay, let me just spray it on my skin to see if it transforms, because some fragrances have this ability to transform throughout the day, and I absolutely love it. After 20-30 minutes, just transforms into the most amazing bitter almond, vanilla, tonka bean, boozy kind of fragrance. And again, the booziness, I'm not a fan of that, but here for some reason, I don't know, just makes this super warm, cozy, just beautifully done. So yeah, I'm definitely in love. Definitely unisex. My boyfriend loves this and wears this a lot, and I give this to him, but I do wear it sometimes myself because it's so good, so nice. Definitely check this out if you like more transformative fragrances, you like the spicy notes, you like tonka bean. And the next fragrance from Guerlain that I wore so much in summer, in spring summer, it's from the Aqua Alegoria line. So it's more of a like it has this like cologne properties. So it's Granada Salvia. It has white musk, moss, patchouli, rose, sage, pomegranate of course, lemon, bergamot, blackcurrant, cypress. For me, this is a true summer fragrance, maybe because of the citrusy notes, especially in the beginning. It's like a citrus with some fruity, a sweet fruitiness to it. It doesn't last a very long time because it's from the Aqua Alegoria. It's more of a, like a, as I said, cologne properties. But you know, I can spray it 2-3 times per day and I'm fine. It's just very summery in my opinion. Citrusy in the opening, that's true. Fresh, juicy, citrusy, fruity. That's my description of it. I would like to talk about a fragrance that was in my favorites for a very long time, and that is Aerin Amber Musk. I discovered this years and years ago, and as you can see, I've gone through quite a lot of this, but it is, as the name suggests, an amber musk fragrance. As notes, it has the synthetic ambroxan, which I love, musk, benzoin, coconut, sandalwood, lily of the valley, and rose. What I wrote about this, it's little amber, more musk, a bit floral, and some vanilla. I feel some vanilla in it. I don't know exactly if they have it here or not. I feel the rose, it's beautiful. Sandalwood, again, usually in perfumes, gives a bit of creaminess to the perfume, and I feel that in here. I also said that it lacks complexity, and that's true. Although I love this for so many years, now that I discovered these complex perfumes, these more interesting perfumes, for me this definitely lacks something. I also wrote that it starts off sharp, dries down to a more warm, snuggly scent, and again, that's true. Not a good lasting power. Again, this lasts on me 5-6 hours maximum. Yeah, but it's still super nice, and I have so many memories when wearing this perfume. I'm in very good terms with the PR team from Guerlain, and you know, sometimes they ask me if I want to try something new, if we're looking, you know, to have something, and I always ask for fragrances from them. So I asked for this fragrance, and I remember I smelled this in an airport a long time ago, and I liked this. And I smelled it in summer, and this is a true summer fragrance for me. It has, I don't know, it smells just like coconut and cucumbers for me, and I love this scent. It's not for everybody, but I do like this freshness to it. The next perfume is Juliet Has Gone, not a perfume. This is a very strange and unique fragrance in my opinion, and the name Not a Perfume just describes it perfectly. So as notes, this has just the molecule, it's a molecular fragrance, so it has ambroxan. And on me, this just smells clean. That woodsy, clean note. But because it's a molecular fragrance, some people may be anosmic to this, so you cannot really feel it, which is super weird and all, but molecular fragrances have this ability to. I think also this will be amazing to be worn like if you go to work, because again, this non-offensive vibe to it. Very unique fragrance. I don't like usually the Juliet Has Gone fragrances, but this ambroxan is done right, and yeah, I love to mix this with my other fragrances. It's really nice. Moving on to another perfume that I had probably for 2 years now. It's from Clean. It's a very kind of sustainable, clean, as the name suggests, brand. I think you can find it on, I think it's Australian, but you can find it in Space NK. This again was sent to me as a PR, but I love this particular fragrance. It's called Solar Bloom. It has vetiver, it has coal, which is super unique. It has patchouli, orange blossom, coconut, freesia. It has jasmine, bergamot, mandarin. I wrote about it that it's very warm and radiant, and yeah, I think the name kind of suggests that it's super warm, but it's a different kind of warmth. It's not like, you know, the Guerlain Tonka Imperiale. Citrusy floral with some powderiness to it, and I think maybe the coconut just makes this not intense and not sharp, just gives it like really that cloud of powderiness on top. Because of that, I find this is quite unique. I never encountered something like this. It has also a bit of sweetness to it, maybe from the coconuts again, maybe from the fruity notes, but it's again a very radiant, gourmand sweetness. This next perfume, I basically asked my mom to find this for me in Italy, because you cannot find it so easily, especially in the UK. This is an Italian perfume house. It's Mazzolari, and they create this beautiful vanilla. So it's basically just again that pure vanilla, but it's a very sweet, ice creamy vibes vanilla. It's that super gourmand, like, you know, that vanilla cake, vanilla ice cream type of vibe. It's not like Tihota from Indult, it's a different vibe. As I said, ice creamy vanilla, cake vanilla, super gourmand. If you like this kind of notes in a perfume, you would definitely love this. Yeah, it's really nice, but you need to be in a mood to wear this fragrance. Also, it's super long lasting, which is great. I have a perfume house, a fragrance house from the UK, and I have a sample, not a sample, they sell this in smaller 10 ml bottle as well, this fragrance. They also have, I think, a 30 ml and then 100 ml. So I wanted to try this because I heard so many amazing things about this perfume, and this is the Shay Blue Salt Caramel. Very gourmand. Like in the notes you have caramel, sea salt, tonka bean, sandalwood. Here it literally smells like salted caramel popcorn, and that's exactly what I get from this. Salted caramel popcorn. Like with all these perfumes, super gourmand perfumes, I need to be in a mood to wear it, but when I'm in a mood and when I wear it, I really enjoy it. Again, I'm like smelling these 10,000 times. The negative thing is that this doesn't last a very long time on me. I don't know why, I just cannot feel it after like 3-4 hours. And yeah, maybe this is a good thing though, because I feel it will, if it will stay longer, I will be too overwhelmed by this popcorn salted caramel sweetness. So I guess it's a good and a bad, but if you love this kind of perfumes, definitely give it a try. And the last perfume that I want to mention, and that was also a gift from Guerlain, is Patchouli Ardent. Now this is, you know, they're like this category of oriental fragrances from like the Middle East. So this is pure that. It's super strong, super patchouli. I'm not really a massive fan of patchouli, like this kind of super potent patchouli. So this is just too strong for me. Yeah, like too strong. Maybe I should wear it when I travel to like Middle East, you know, some of those kind of countries. But here now, every time I wear, like, too masculine, too intense for me. I gave this also to my boyfriend for him to wear it, and again, he doesn't like it as much. So you really need to be into this kind of fragrances to love this. So that was it. These are my babies, my perfume collection. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know if you have any of them, if you want to try them. Definitely try them in the beginning. Definitely try any perfume before buying it, because this is such a I don't know how to say. Basically, when you spray them on your skin, the chemistry of your skin will react differently to different perfumes. It's very individual when it comes to perfumes, and when it comes to a lot of things. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video.